So a model of a thing is fundamentally not the thing, right? All models represent their subject somewhere along the spectrum from high abstraction to low abstraction. Right? So a picture of a car is not a car. It might show something about a car, it might show how it looks. It's not going to show what it feels like to drive it. It's not going to do a whole lot of things, but it's an abstraction, and it's somewhere along this spectrum of high abstraction to low abstraction, which is a relative scale, right? What I think of as high abstraction might not be what you think of as high abstraction, and that's okay, because really what this is about is helping you figure out what you want to make by contrasting it with the other possible options. So the way that I approach this is I kind of imagine, okay, based on my intent and the kinds of conversations that I want to have, what level of abstraction do I need? Because the level of abstraction is really going to drive what you can discuss about a model, right? You're sitting looking at a picture. If you're talking about, if you want to talk about the concepts behind a website, and you're showing a picture of the website with all the colors and buttons, you are never going to be able to have a conversation about the structures and the concepts behind that website. The conversations are always going to be the things that are staring people in the face, the high fidelity. That color is not actually our brand color. That's not what our design system looks like. So to the extent that you can remove all the parts that you don't want to talk about and further abstract out and get to the right level, that will help guide and keep your conversations about this model on track. Models are a way of mitigating risk because it helps us, if you have an infinite budget and an infinite timeline, why not just make the thing real? But we live in a world of finite resources, and so this is the most efficient way, is to make it cheap through models and say, okay, I think that gives me the confidence that I need to take the risk to put more investment in to make something that's more real or closer, higher fidelity, lower abstraction, that's closer to the thing that we actually want in the end. But if you get it wrong, right, there's a lot more investment there, and so that's riskier. And so a lot of times when I get pushback about why are we making these models, why I want to see the finished thing, yeah, but do you want to pay for it to be wrong the first couple times? In the finished version, I can get it wrong a whole bunch, like in a day, with these abstract models, but it'll take months to do it the other way. Yeah, a filled out model program. Summarize how different users fulfill their needs using our software. This is going to be a model for other people. They have, pretty good amount of context. Maybe not as much context as I do, but they're not complete strangers to the things that we'll be talking about in this model. And of all the things we could be talking about the software, we're really only talking about user needs. And a level of abstraction is, I can imagine something that's far more abstract than this. And I can imagine something that's a little bit less abstract than this. So maybe that model, so I could write this program before even making the model.